Hi guys and welcome to today's videos. Today I'm going to show you how to get this prom makeup look. I personally am in uni, so I don't have prom, but I wore this to my Alice in Wonderland themed ball. But if you are going to prom, this is a really simple, I say simple, makeup look to do. So if you do want to know how I did it and what products I used, then please keep watching. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you do enjoy. So as you can probably see, I've already done my base makeup. So I do it exactly the same in every video, which is why I haven't shown it. I just used foundation with a beauty blender type thing. Anyway, the foundation I used is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte, and I would really suggest this as a good drugstore full coverage foundation. I use this every single night that I go out and find that it photographs really well as well. I used that one today. Forgot that I used a primer. I used the Tarte Brighten Days primer, which this one's just like a sample size, but I really love this primer, so I'd also suggest this one. It's just kind of like a dewy glowy one. It comes out in kind of like a pearlescent type, looks pearlescent. Then for concealer I used my Revlon Colourstay, and I just use this under my eyes on any blemishes as well. Set my skin with Stay Matte powder from Rimmel, and then I used the NYX Tame and Frame brow pomade for my brows as well. Now I can get into showing you the rest of the more interesting bits of makeup. Starting with contour, I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm going to take a Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm just going to use this shade here, which is the lightest one. So I just kind of like tap in there like that. That's kind of how I get the product on, and then just kind of sketch it out onto cheekbones. Obviously, if you're doing this for prom or a ball as I did it for, you want to do makeup that you're going to be comfortable in throughout the night. I wouldn't suggest, you don't normally wear contour, I wouldn't suggest trying it for the first time on the night of prom. If you think you're going to want to, I would say try it a bit before. I find like contouring is the one where you pull the weirdest faces. I'm also just going to take the excess down the sides of my nose, over this bit of my nose, and then just on the bottom of it as well. I feel like that looks a lot heavier in the camera than it does in real person. I promise in real person it's not that scary. Next I'm going to take what is possibly my current most favourite makeup product, and that is the Nude Air kind of bronzer from Dior. Honestly, this thing makes you look like you've got a tan. I absolutely love it. I could not recommend it enough. It is quite expensive though. I personally bought it with Boots points. Does anyone else do that? You save up your Boots points so you can buy like really expensive makeup that you wouldn't normally buy. Then just take it kind of on an angled fluffy face brush, and I just dab in like that, similar to what I did with contour. And I just kind of pat it on the tops of my cheekbones, a bit on the forehead just above the eyebrow. Just gives you like a little bit of a sun-kissed look. I really like it. A bit on the nose as well. Then onto blush, I'm using possibly my favourite blusher, and that is Nars Orgasm, which is just this really pretty pink shade with a gold running through it. Next up is highlight, and I'm using this Urban Decay Sin Afterglow palette, which has highlighters and blushes in it, but I'm just going to use the lightest highlight, which is this one here. This is a really nice palette. It's got 2 blushes, 1 bronzer, and then 3 highlighters of different shades. Such an intense glow. I really like it. This one is actually called Sin. I'm pretty sure you can get it as an individual as well as in the palette. If you are a makeup lover, I would highly suggest this palette. Ever since I've got it, I've used it every single time I've done my makeup, pretty much. I would say I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of the cardboard packaging though. I mean, like, it's pretty, but I'm not the biggest fan. So next I am moving on to eyes, and as it is kind of like a prom event look, you want to make sure it stays all day. So I'm going to use my Urban Decay primer, and this is just in the original shade. And I am aware that I'm using quite a lot of like high-end products just because they are the ones I like, especially Urban Decay. Honestly, you can do a prom look from a drugstore too. Like my prom in year 11, I used all drugstore products because it's when I was starting to get into makeup for the first time, so I didn't have all of the Urban Decay stuff. So I'm trying to film as many videos as possible while I'm still at uni, just so I kind of have like regular uploads. But my background will be back to my normal home one relatively soon, but at the moment currently in like revision for the next 2 weeks, so I'm trying to film as much as possible, and I'm trying to upload twice a week. So at the moment I'm trying to upload on Wednesdays and Sundays, and it's a mixture of beauty videos like this one, and then also a lot of uni themed ones, like what you should bring to uni, what clothes you should bring to uni, studying tips, that kind of thing. So if you like that kind of mixture, make sure you subscribe. I'm using the Decay Naked 3 palette, and I'm just going to use the lighter shade first, which is this one here, which is called Strange. I'm trying not to like blind you with the palette. So I'm just putting this down as a base over the top of the eyeshadow primer. So next I'm going to take well, this is a double-ended brush, but I'm going to use this kind of like tapered end. I'm going to take the colour Limit, which is this one, just through the crease. This Naked 3 palette was my first ever Urban Decay palette. I think it might have been my first ever like high-end makeup product actually. I love the Urban Decay Naked palettes. They are honestly some of the best palettes. Right, I'm just going to switch to a bigger brush because that's not big enough. Now using a Zoeva crease brush. I'm going to switch between using my mirror and my camera viewfinder, so you get like two different views. Now I'm going to go back to that slightly smaller brush and take the colour Nude, which is this one here, which is similar shade. The other, so there's 3 mattes in this palette, so the 3 that I've used so far are the mattes. This one I'm just going to take on the outer edge a bit. I will blend that out in a minute, but I'm just going to do the same on the other side, and then take my fluffy brush again just to blend that out. I absolutely love fluffy brushes. This is my favourite brush. Let me know your recommendations of fluffy brushes down below, because I always feel like I need more. If you're a makeup lover, you'll know you always need more. I'm now going to take, I'm now going to take a smaller brush and take the colour Nude underneath my eyes as well. Now I'm going to move on to the colour Nars, which is this kind of metallic-y pink shade, just all over my lid, basically. I actually don't know when proms are. I assume they're kind of like in June time. Let me know when your prom is in the comments down below. I really liked my year 11 prom. I know quite a lot of people have like year 13 proms as well. My school didn't do that. We had like a big barbecue at a local golf course, which was nice. I quite liked that because it was a bit more casual than like our year 11 prom had been. Again with that fluffy brush, you can see why I love this brush. I'm just going to take the colour Factory here and just put a little bit on the outer corner just to add a bit more depth to the look. Tell me what makeup you are planning on wearing to prom, and tell me what your dress is like as well. My prom dress was navy blue and short and like polka dots all over it. If you go far back enough on my Instagram, I'll link it down below, or if you want to know now, it's Katie_May07. Then you can see my prom dress, because I'm pretty sure, I'm certain that the pictures are still up. Right, so that is all the eyeshadow done. So now I'm going to move on to liner, and I'm using the NYX Professional Makeup Epic Ink Liner, which is my favourite liner. So I feel like eyeliner goes different every time, so this may not look amazing. Oh, I shouldn't try and talk while doing liner. If you don't like liner, then I think this makeup looks really pretty just the way it is. Just put on some mascara. Personally, I really like a cat eye. When I wore this for my ball, I did wear liner, hence why I'm wearing it now. Pretty weird because most people have like finished exams now, so there's only 2 of us in my flat now. My flat's normally a flat of 8. So quiet. I'm gonna shut up now. See, you'd think I'd have the cat eye completely mastered because I used to wear winged liner every single day to work last year. However, wearing it every single day doesn't make you a master. I can still mess it up quite a lot of the time. So that eye went okay, but that makes me feel like this eye is going to go badly. Anyone else really scared every time they do their liner? I mean, that's far from perfect, but it'll do. Then I'm using my trusty Rollerlash mascara. If you don't have this one, you need it. If you want any Benefit mascara, you want this one. Also, I feel like this bottle's lasted me a really long time. Like, I feel like we're getting to the end of it. I still feel like it's lasted a really long time. I want to know if your proms are themed. So the makeup I wore this for, event I wore this makeup for was Alice in Wonderland themed, which was really cute, which is why my dress was like all floral. I kind of wanted it to be like whimsical. My year 11 prom, although most people who went wouldn't know this, it was Great Gatsby themed. I was on the prom committee, but we didn't like make it, just like everything was kind of Gatsby inspired rather than themed, if that makes sense. Like the invites were shiny gold, black writing, all the decorations were kind of like black and gold. It was really nice. What theme is your prom or ball? I'm also trying to think of like literature themes for our English lit ball next year as well. Oh, I also went to my philosophy ball. That was Monte Carlo themed, so they had like poker and stuff like that, which was cool, but I don't have a clue how to play poker, so I did not partake in that. Neither did any of my friends, I don't think either. To the ball I did actually wear lashes, and I wore these ones from Eyelure in their Enchanted collection, and they're called Heartbreaker. I really love these, and I'm sure that I'll have put an image of me from my actual ball in the thumbnail, so that's what those look like. I mean, I've worn them twice now, so they've kind of lost their shape, otherwise I would put them on for you, but they've lost their shape and there's literally no point because they'll just end up ruining my makeup. So I'm just going to move on to lips now. So per usual, I'm using my Rimmel liner in Eastend Snob. This I actually wore to my year 11 prom. Not this exact one, but honestly, I love this product so much. I've rebought it so many times, and I originally bought it for my year 11 prom. I would highly recommend this as like a nude pink lip liner. I love it so much. On my lips, I wore this L'Oreal Gold Obsession Colour Reach in Nude Gold. Don't know if this was a limited edition range or not. If it was a limited edition range, another really nice nude from the drugstore is the Rimmel Kate lipstick, and I believe it's the shade 107 or 37. I'm not entirely sure, but it's a nude shade in Kate's range. I'll find it and I'll link it down below. But finally, because this is a prom look and you don't want your makeup coming off halfway through the night, I'm using my Decay All Nighter Spray. This one is just the, sorry, you need to shake it. This is the travel size. I got it in the States, but I believe that you can also get it in the UK. When you have this on, I swear your makeup does not budge. I know this for a fact. If you're going to invest in any product to make your makeup stay, this is the one. So you just shake it and spray. I mean, it says to do 2 sprays on each side of your face. I say go crazy. So that is the finished prom makeup look. I really hope you guys like it. I personally really love a look like this. I think it's quite like, not natural obviously because I've got like winged liner on. It's not too heavy, it's quite easy in my opinion. I don't think I have much skill and I managed to do it. But yeah, it's just nice kind of classic makeup look. I really hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment down below, answer all my questions. When is your prom? What's your dress like? What makeup are you planning on wearing? Is it themed? If it's themed, I want to know the theme. That's my most important question. And don't forget to give it a like as well, and I will see you guys in my next video.